Good morning, everyone. It is currently 11 o'clock on a Tuesday, and this is needing to be taken apart again. So I've decided on the fact that we're just gonna keep it because obviously body-wise it's not great. No one wants it for the body, and I think we're gonna track it. We're gonna see what we can do engine-wise to fix the stumble. So for a backstory, we've driven it about, let's see, we've got 290 miles on the rebuild, and so far it's been all right, but it's always stumbled a lot, really hard. So I decided to do another compression test, as that was one of the things that we did. And we did the rings and the bearings and all that garbage. Put it back together. Never redid the compression test. So I did a wet test. We had 150 on 1, 150 on 2. 3 is at 90, and 4 is at 150. So we have what I believe is a bad valve seat, but I mean, I could be wrong. So I'm just gonna take it apart, take the head to a shop, see what they can do. As well as I'm gonna buy a new PCV because we're getting oil on the bottom of the plugs. So we're going to replace that and fix the exhaust leak because we have a tap and die set from the Teggy. But I'm going to get started. And I failed to mention, we're gonna delete the cruise control. We're gonna get rid of the AC and all the plumbing, as well as the cooler up front. We're gonna remount this so it actually is mounted. Because as of right now, the bottom moves quite a bit. You probably can't see it. We have it tied down with something, I don't know what it is, but we're gonna delete the cooler, fix that. Can't find, well, a cheap-ish one of a new intake that lines this. We believe there's a hole in it somewhere, so we're just gonna put the new intake on, the Racing Beat one, pop it around the corner, and then it'll fit once this is gone. But Jesus, we're gonna delete all that stuff. Unfortunately, I think we're gonna take this out too, which sucks because that just got put on there. Oh, sweet. Pocket find, we got a nice 10 mil. I'll use that. And yeah, I'm gonna get to it, see how far I can get, and I'll get back to you when something interesting happens. Alright, so I've got the coolant drained. The car is in the air. That's the only way I could drain it, as this eBay radiator has the plug right in the center. You know, see if I can show you guys. Right there is our drain plug, right in the center. And in order to get my bucket under there, I need to raise the cart. So some of the coolant is gonna be in there still, which is gonna suck, but nothing I can do about that. Most of the intake piping over here is taken off. Gotta remove this hose so I could take this out, and then I'm gonna work my way around all the accessories. I'll see how far I can get. It's been probably 20 minutes since I started, so we're making good progress. It's almost lunchtime though, and I'm hungry, so we'll see what happens. Well, I've made another discovery. Small, but it's a discovery. So I'm pulling this tube off, this line, which was already really hard to get at. If you couldn't tell, these were crimped on there, but this was stuffed inside of here. Sorry, I'm trying to look at two things at once, but this was stuffed inside of here with some aluminum foil around it. I don't even know, but that could help with our pressure that we're making up top. So that's undone now. Plugged all my holes, undid the temp sensor, and slowly I'm working my way around this. A couple more lines and hoses, and we should be out with the intake piping. I'm gonna take a break after that, go eat some lunch, and then I'll be back to take off the intake manifold, and then work my way over to the exhaust side. So any more interesting discoveries, and I'll let you guys know. Well, this is where I'm at before I go take a break. I've got all this undone up here for the intake. Intake's sitting down there. I don't remember what valve this is, but that's undone. This is all gonna get repainted since it's being taken apart. Then we're gonna test to see if all this works, because we didn't do that before because we're professionals. What else? I'm gonna have to redo this ground because this is not very heavy and there's paint all over it. So I'm gonna redo that. I gotta take out the fuel rail before I pull the manifold. And that sucks because there's gonna be fuel literally everywhere, but that's for after lunch. So I'm gonna go take my break and I'll be back with you guys when this is on the way off. All right, so we're about a third of the way there. Intake manifold's off and it looks relatively all right. This is all clean. The intake manifold does smell like a bomb. So obviously we're getting some unburnt fuel. But our fuel is looking nice and clean and clear. So that's a plus. We don't have any leaky injectors. And everything seems to be relatively aight up here. This ground is kind of jank, but whatever. Everything looks good down here. Now is for the exhaust manifold. And then I'm gonna pull the valve cover last. I think we're good after that. So I'll get back to you when that is off, which I know is a pain because we've done it multiple times. So it'll probably be a while, but I'll let you guys know, keep you up to date once it's off. All right, about 2.5 hours into this project. Excuse me. Exhaust manifold's off. Yeah, we unfortunately last time we torqued it so hard that this time I stripped another one, which is really unfortunate. I don't know what to do about this. I have the other set. The O2 sensor doesn't fit into there. So we'll see. I think all that's left is I'm gonna pull the plugs and then take off the valve cover. I think we're good. So I'll get back to you. Well, it's about 3 hours in and we are out. And I swear this seal this head gasket made was ridiculously strong. And I also pulled on this a little too hard, which sucks, but I mean, that's for the O2, so it's not really gonna matter. It's out. Sitting there right here. Everything else is over there. Head bolts came out nice. I mean, this thing's ready to go to the shop. Kind of easy. A little bit of coolant in there. That's because I, dripped some out of the head, but pistons look good. We didn't really clean them at all either. So we're gonna send it to the shop. Probably a couple days. This thing will be getting put back together. We're gonna delete a couple of the things that are up here, but I'm gonna leave it as it is now until I get that to the shop. So yeah, thank you guys for watching.